Hello.
Hey! Oh, Ben,
Is that the guy when the shoe came off?
So I gave everything that I could, even if you break my arm or you carry me off. That's literally my mindset at that time. So please,
and I'll see you on the next time on Dragon Ball Z. Oh, where arm wrestling matters. Boom!
This is Inside the Strap.
Yeah, and we on. Kia ora whānau. Welcome to Inside the Strap, where arm wrestling matters. We have a special guest here from the South Island SOAR Arm Wrestling Club. We have our two-time national champion, one on the left in 2023. He won under 100, I believe, 100, 100 kg, and the current national champion under 90 kg, left and right, gold. Welcome, Max McDonald. Welcome, my bro.
Thank you, my bro. Thank you for having me, guys.
Oh, and one thing.
This guy never introduced me.
Excuse me. Aroha mai, everyone. Sorry, but I'll just introduce to our co-host, Charles from Auckland Fam, the current, what do you say? The number one in New Zealand now, right?
No. I never say number one. All I just say is the super heavyweight champ, national champ. That's it.
It says in the rankings, so I'm just gonna go by that. Well, he's our current national champ, open weight, right-handed, and we have there Charles, who everyone knows. So yeah, bro.
I don't think everyone knows who Charles is. Geez, everyone knows me by the cap. Why you calling me by my real name?
Hey, you're embarrassing me now, bro.
All right,
but yeah, man. Welcome, boys. Welcome to Inside the Strap podcast. So we'll start off with a quick introduction to yourself, Max. Who you are, and how long you've been doing arm wrestling for, and then we'll get into it, my bro.
Okay. I'm Max McDonald. I've been arm wrestling since 2021, September 2021. Yeah. I started off in Otago. Willie Woo and Ben Foosh, they taught me how to arm wrestle. We were like a pretty tight-knit crew at the time. I think they'd been doing it for maybe a year. So it was pretty mean to come in and they already had, they knew what pronation was, bro. That was enough for me. They knew what was up a wee bit. So that was pretty cool. And then late 2023, I came down and started training with Brady Burns at SOAR. And, we really cultivated that club and kicked it back up. I think it's like fucking hard out. It's a real old club though. Like Brady had it running in 2015. It just it's been running for a while. He just went quiet on it for quite a number of years, and then 2023 we really kicked it up again, and we're starting to build up some numbers, which is cool. But that's me. That's my arm wrestling.
So before you came into arm wrestling, were you doing like more like bodybuilding stuff?
Yeah, hard up, bro. So I fucking have been bodybuilding since I was 13, and I'm 26 this year. So it's been a while. That was my 13th birthday present. Was a set of weights for at home.
Nice.
Yeah, growing up, I'd watch like all the Arnold Schwarzenegger movies. I'm like, get to the chopper. I'm like, Dad, fuck, give me some of that shit, bro. I want to get jacked. So yeah, here we are, fucking curling in the squat rack as an arm wrestler now. Yeah.
Now, I'm actually curious with your preparation and into the sport, or when you come to a competition, because with your bodybuilding background, do you actually do Pacific lifting in your trainings, or do you just normal gym lifts?
I do some normal gym lifts as well. So I do 3 days a week arm wrestling specific, and I do at least one table time a week as well. I've experimented this last prep, like fin prep I had. Ooh, did we lose Charles?
Oh,
He'll come
shit.
back. He'll come back.
He's back.
Yeah, come back,
Yeah.
come back. Sorry, carry on.
Nah, all good. Yeah, the prep I had for Finn, I did table time 3 days a week. So on my bodybuilding days, I did table time, and then a mandatory Sunday table time. But typically, I'll do table time once a week, arm wrestling specifics 3 days a week, and then I'll just do push and pull. Yeah, once a week too. And yeah, I did used to train legs up until the start of this year, which was like blasphemy. I know. Fuck, please don't roll your eyes at me, boys. But yeah, I stopped because I actually did a small tear on my pec fucking squatting. So I'm like,
Oh,
Hey,
shit.
how did that
that's the
happen?
sign.
How did that happen?
When I squat, I brace down really hard to like stabilize my midsection and my trunk.
Right.
And I just like was doing like my 6th rep and just a little intramuscular tear went, so that it really fucked up my
Kidding
side
me.
pressure for a little bit.
Oh,
So how
crazy.
did you recover from that? Because we had a current, we had a friend who actually tore his bicep, and that was Jordan,
Yeah.
one of our arm wrestlers, and he was just doing a bench press, and it looks like he's literally, it looks like someone's done like surgery on his, chest and his pec. So
Yeah.
I'm just curious. He's still injured to this
That's
day.
tough,
He
eh?
hasn't arm wrestled for almost a year.
Yeah, look, bro, that sucks. Like a torn pec is so much different than I just had an intramuscular tear. So your muscle fibers pretty much like a fucking onion. And mine, a couple of my muscle fibers just went, which is like way more chill than when the tendon, which, it essentially operates the muscle fibers, tears. So
True.
fucking sucks ass that he tore his pec, bro. Was my one just maybe 3 months of tenderness and then it was all good.
Mm.
Are you kidding me? So a lot
Yeah,
of
well-
rehabilitation with that.
Nah, there was no rehab for me, Like I even carried on training chest, like just the intramuscular tear is just pretty much like don't back off but chill out a bit, just do, sub maintenance sort of vibes and then it's all good. Just for me, it was more like a sign from God that I'm not meant to be squatting. I'm like, fuck, I tore my pec training legs. There's no more leg day.
That's unheard of. I've never heard that before.
Yeah. But nah. So my arm wrestling training, I fucking love it, bro. Like it's painful, man. But I do fundamentals on Monday, which will be like cupping, pronation, side pressure, and pressing, as well as ulnar deviation. And then on Wednesday, bro, ulnar deviation is fucking slept on in New Zealand. It's so nice.
Mm.
Yeah,
Is that the chopping down movement?
Yeah, that's chopping. Yeah, that's in the low hand. But what I feel like a lot of people don't realize in New Zealand is it's mean for a hook, bro. Like that's how I bet Finn the first time, as he kicked into me like this, and I just went nah, cunt, and just like jammed down on his knuckle there, and he wasn't able to get connection through his pronation. I just shut him down there.
So what do you call that? An ulnar activation, ulnar deviation.
Yeah, or chop. Chop's probably way better.
I say chop because I can't say that other one.
I've been hanging out with Willie too much. I got the big words down packed, bro.
Interesting. I thought it would be like interesting because it's like, it's caught me off guard now. Now I'm thinking of someone who does a low hand, and people who do low hand love to low hand on someone who's an effective.
I usually when I think about it, I usually chop on the person who tries to hook too. So it's good to stop someone trying to hook you.
Yeah, because it gets right on here, bro. Like low hands are the fucking bane of my existence. Like we've all seen Ash kick back my wrist a couple times. But when you just meet them there with it, it just gives you like an anchor, so you can at least keep a flat wrist. And that's what I did against Finn the first time. And you'll see it sort of looked like I was top rolling because I was just flat rested mostly and over pronating, just pronation and side pressure. Because he was stopping me from cupping in fully. I could only really get here, but I could stop him from kicking me back by jamming the fuck out of that. Just cool. Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, I jam that, and then Tuesdays I train hook. Wednesdays I train hook, which is like cupping, supinated side pressure. I like to do like partial curls too. On those days, I'll do like supinated ones. Yeah, there's probably some more that I'm missing. And Friday's my top roll day. That's like my least favorite day. If there's a day getting skipped, that's top roll.
Yeah, so top row is just too simple, bro.
All right, it feels like a less manly move, you know? Like, what do you mean I'm running away? What do you mean? Fucking, I'll just get in there. But yeah, I want to top roll eventually because like I got the fucking smallest hands in New Zealand arm wrestling. Like fucking trying to hook with this shit is like ridiculous.
Mm.
Yeah. So slowly I'll become a top roller. I'll join you, Charles, with your fucking side pressure top roll.
Yeah.
Is that-
Flat hand
what's the
side
dis-
pressure is the go.
What's
Yeah,
the specifics
nice.
that you do for top roll? Will that be like your back pressure, pronation, side pressure,
Yes.
pronation?
So I do I can only really jam pronation 3 days a week because I do a lot of my guys are less senior. Like they're getting strong, but they're just not that strong comparatively. So a lot of my table time is two-handed work with them, and I'll be cranking my internal rotation and my bicep a lot, which is, you know, it's great for like a defensive hold, not so great for a hook. But what that sort of means is I can't really jam side pressure more than 3 days a week on the weights. Otherwise, I just get so blown up here.
I know the elbows.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, elbows just get blown up. So my top roll day just starts with isolated pronation, isolated rise, and then I don't know if you've ever seen a Rackley do his hammer curl that he does with like a strap and plates, on a pin loader. He just sort of like locks his pronation in place and leans over and goes like that.
Actually, I have
That's
seen him do that. Yeah.
that's real fun. I really like that one for like posting up. And then I do pronated side pressure and I do ulnar deviation again to finish it.
Interesting. It's very technical what you're doing. Like I said, to this day I couldn't really figure out where you sit. You're quite versatile in your style.
Yeah, you didn't say that on our first podcast.
I thought he was a hooker. I thought he was a hooker first, but then
I thought it was a hooker too. But
yeah, that's what I thought. You know, but it's like in between. So is it depending on the person?
It sort of depends on how my hand goes, and it's only really been the last year that it's been like that. Before that, it was hard out. Like fucking all I trained was cup and bicep because I came into the sport having trained a lot of strict curls before, just as like a young dickhead who liked biceps. I was just always jamming heavy curls and did some hard out strict curls. Got pretty mean at that before arm wrestling. So then it was just like so easy for me to keep training the stuff that I'm already good at. So for the first few years, all of my matches just looked like this. If I won the match, it was me just like waiting for them to go sideways to sort of bonk off my bicep. And then I'd be like, okay, I can go now. Which, not the go, bro. Not the go at all. But that's what I did for ages. It was sort of the last year and a half. It's getting a lot more dynamic on the table, which is cool. So now I can pull with pronation based and hand kick back. I can pull supination based if someone wants to jam straight in, or I can do my typical high hook that I like, which is just like a balance of everything that you saw me do at nationals.
Yeah, letting out all your secrets.
Yeah. I also been practicing.
I just saw one of his secrets from Ben Fooch. I told him everything he knows. It was me.
Oh man, yeah, it's either Fooch or Willie. They were definitely an asset. Hey, fucking just real smart dudes, those two.
It seems like they've got the IQ when it comes to it. Speaking of that, William is coming to Wellington at the end of this month. Yeah, he's coming out for a visit. So I
Yo,
hope
that's
he
me.
kicks everyone's ass.
Set up a super match. Set up a super match.
Yeah, I know. I'm
Yeah,
just trying to
do
think
it.
who could super match with, unless it's like maybe Tyrone,
Oh,
left-handed, because he's our number one left-hander. Well, he's sitting at 78 at the moment, and he dropped from 110 kilos all the way to 80 kilos.
Wow, that's crazy.
and I think this comment's for you, Max from Zemir. Quit ducking me, buddy.
Oh man, Zamir has been my bitch for a number of years. Like, yeah, but it'll be another 10 years before Zamir can move me off center, and I love that guy. That's my boy. You know, I love that guy. I spent hours talking to him about how to do structured training programs and stuff. But yeah, you can't be a presser and go through my bicep comfortably unless you're Malachi, who pushes me out of my bicep. Zamir gets that downwards one, and it just goes thunk. So
True,
Sits right
true.
comfortably for you.
yeah, I think styles make matches, but Zamir loves to talk some shit. Eh? He loves it.
Where's he from? Out of curiosity.
Zamir's Fijian Indian, I believe.
Ah,
I'm not sure if he was raised in New Zealand, like if he was born in New Zealand. Sorry, I'm unsure how long he's been here, but yeah, that's. I mean,
That's
he's
crazy.
getting really good. Like his progression over the last sort of 2 years has been ridiculous. Like 2 years ago, I've got videos of him not being able to pin me with two hands on my Instagram, and now he's number one in the 110s. That's pretty cool to see.
Yes.
Well, speaking of that, oh, here we go. Can you read that out, Charles? I can't see it.
Oh, it says Ben, Will, and I are at mine, and we all agree that I'm cooking that bicep.
Oh man, do you guys want to know how to beat Zamir easily? You want to know? Shall I spill the beans?
Go for it. This is
Send
a
him
safe
down.
space.
All you got to do is just jam sideways, bro. He's got no internal rotation. Just get there. You know, this is how I beat Zamir. And as long as you get him there, it's over. It's over.
Oh.
Yeah, he can't keep this yet. And because he's so tall, it can be a little bit tricky to do it, but you just go poof, and he just folds straight away. So that is why Zamir will need some time to beat someone like me. You know, that's exactly where I go. But he is getting very good.
So, have you in the past pulled Malachi?
Yeah, bro. Yep. Malachi, he always cooks me in comp like real bad. Like it's just, doof. I put the brakes on him a little bit at Invercargill Champs, and I thought I had to stop, but yeah, not quite. Had just lost to him, but in after pulls, I always smoke him, but I can just never actually get him in comp. He's so quick, man. Just gets me right outside my arm and smashes me.
Well, that press that he's going for,
Yeah, bro. Like he feels so quick to his top end strength, eh? Like most people, it takes a little bit longer to get there, but him, he's just 110% straight away.
He's going there 100%. There's no deviation from it.
Yeah. What do you think, Charles, about Malachi?
You just have to be faster than him on the go.
Okay.
Yeah, it's on the course, really. If you can beat him on the go, because then he won't get into his presses fast enough. That's what I noticed. Because the first match I had with him, I was looking at the down ref instead of looking at the ref because I thought I could hear the call, but that was too slow. And then Malachi got me, and then it was when we made it to the finals, and I was getting him off. I was waiting for Mark's lips to move, and then I hit, and I got him before him. So yeah.
That was fucking cool to watch, bro. That was sick. Yeah,
just adjusted, but it's not about me today. It's about the double gold.
Take the compliment, Charles. You know, it's a compliment. Yes, sir. Jeez. Blessing in disguise.
I want to be a gold double gold medalist too. I'm coming next year, guys, with my left
Bro,
hand.
stop
Just saying
fucking
that.
around. I saw your super match with Corey on the left, G. You were right
That's
there.
insane, eh?
Oh man, it sucks because every time I try to do training on my left, I'm just like, nah, fuck it, too much work.
True.
Yeah.
I always just think about it like if you make it to East versus West, bro, you've just doubled your income. You know, anytime I'm training left and right, I'm like double my income, bro.
True.
Yeah.
Have you always been able to pull? Are you predominantly right or left? Are you just ambidextrous?
I'm ambidextrous with like a handful of things, but my left arm is just way more coordinated on the table, eh? Like it actually probably is 5% weaker across all my lifts, but just moving feels so good on the left, whereas the right almost feels a little fuzzy.
Mm.
Mm.
Do you reckon it's because it's more overworked?
Oh.
Like the muscles and the tendons?
Hard out, bro. Could be, eh? Yeah, because even all the boys at training, they always want to jam right a lot more than left.
Yes.
Yeah, sadly that's our club. Well, it's not our club, but hey, you know, I feel the difference when I'm pulling, but the endurance is not quite the same. So it's just having to train it, like you said, you know. It feels faster though. There are definitely qualities about the left, but
Yeah, that's cool.
Are you coming up to? Are you doing last man standing? Is what I was wondering.
Oh man, I want to. Like, I thought about hitting the bulk card and getting back up to like 110, 115. I'd be a fat boy.
I feel like the smaller you will do a better job than the bigger you.
Well, because he's experienced
maybe.
both weight categories, so you know, talk us through that. What's the difference between being bigger and being slimmer?
It's sort of hard to say because when I was big, I had like my top end strength and my lanes were very high. Like, yeah, if you fucked around, you'd find out. But it was easy to keep me out of them because I wasn't very technical. I wasn't imposing my style on anyone. I was trying to catch their hit and pull them into my style instead of forcing my style on someone. So I probably can't really speak on that too much, eh? But the 90s feels good for me walking around in like a day to day, like walking around at like 95 to 98 kilos feels so much better than when I was 115. Like,
oh wow,
this small white boy frame does not have 115 kilos for it. Yeah.
So you're not coming up, is it? I thought that's what you're training up for.
Look, I might. It actually lines up with my days off. I am always training, and I have lined up periodization to be a deload just before it, so I could go if I wanted to, but probably not, bro. I just, you know, I signed up the match with Finn in February, and I've been nonstop back to back training blocks and preps. So I'm just starting to get a lot of inflammation build up in the pulley elbows, and my bloody forearm here is getting real knackered. So I'd hate to push it too hard, eh?
True. Yeah, they'd be like me. Bro, my right arm is just injured for days, but yeah, I keep pushing the old arms to keep going.
Yeah, it's hard not to, eh? Hard not to anytime you get an opportunity.
Do you know? Do you have any insights of any of the South Islanders coming up for it? Because I'm actually curious. I was wondering if you knew, because
I know Willie's not. I can't imagine Ash's because I know he's injured. He may be though. You know, he may be
Ash is
feeling good
injured.
enough. Yeah, bro,
Give
Ash
us
is
some
injured.
insight
That's
on
why
that.
he wasn't at Nationals.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I thought there'll be another threat in Last Man Standing too. With Ash's hands and wrists. Fuck.
Yeah. And fuck, he's got crazy endurance too. He just keeps going. Yeah.
What happened to him?
I'm not too sure. I think he has a stress fracture in his right. And Willie mentioned something about having a fucked UCL on the left or something like that. So yeah. I'd be surprised if he went. I could be wrong. Maybe he's feeling heaps better real quick.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, I know Willie's not going 100%. I wouldn't expect Ash to go. It'd be cool if Zamir went. That's a fella who would go real mean because
Oh yeah, actually, Zamir, I know you're watching and still watching because he just called you a fat boy, by the way.
Oh, that's funny. He's just projecting.
Yeah, Zamir will actually be another good person for that. Just with I think the press, even though with a press, will probably do well in that comp. To be honest.
Yeah, and he's quick too. He's quick.
Oh damn! Shit. Now I'm actually curious who's actually going to sign up now. I was actually hoping there will be a lot more South Islanders.
Did you see that video that they posted, Max? With the kid at the table they had? That looks sick. I was like, oh, it looks like these boys are prepping for, last man standing. Just the whole platform and how it's all, laid out. I was like, oh man. And the talk has been, Christchurch or the South Island arm wrestlers have been preparing. That's the word of mouth.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like it, when you see that. Maybe they are. Maybe Ian and Flynn are going. Is Mark going? Surely. Mark usually goes to everything.
Yeah, he'll definitely turn up. Mark is like, if he's not there, he'll be reffing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mark's an animal, He goes to everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, it looked real cool. I actually was meant to be there with them, but I fucking slept in. I had the maddest FOMO that day. I was like, oh, why did I sleep in? Yeah. Yeah, it'd be really cool to see Ian there. Ian's hasn't competed since Invercargill champ, and he's still so sort of new in the sport. Like, he must only really be 3 years. I don't know, maybe 4. And I feel like the first 3 to 4 years are such big years for growth.
Yeah.
I remember him having that match. Charles, did you go to that Nationals in Christchurch that they had in 2024?
Nah, I think I got injured at AWE. I think that was the year I was winning AWE, and I got smoked by Marcus. Smoked my arm, I got injured.
Damn. Oh, that was the first time I seen Ian Paul, and he looked like a threat.
Yeah,
and I didn't. He can speak full. I think he's a full-time, real speaker, because I seen him on the news speaking on the, what do you call it, Kaitahu News, Māori News, and he's full on speaking Te Reo Māori. I was like, hey,
that's me.
Pretty impressive, but just seen him because how tall is he? 7 foot, 7'2" or something like that.
Fuck, maybe he's that tall. I don't know. Well, I would have picked him for like 6'5", but he's a big boy. He's huge, bro. And like, I think at that time he was like maybe like 180. I think he's lost a little bit of weight now. It's probably good. He was a fluffy boy, but he's lost a little bit of weight. He's looking good from what I've seen. Yeah, he's scary, man. Like, he's just got the maddest thumb roll with his side pressure. Strong dude.
So what's the next big thing for you now, Max? Now the Nationals done.
Yeah, so I was keen to go because I'm ranked number 2 in those Oceanic rankings. So I was keen to go give that a nudge for number 1. They haven't ranked me at all on the left, which is all good.
Who's above you?
So, I'm real bad with the Australian boys, It's like Rhett or something. If you guys know him. In the 90s, yeah, Rhett.
Rhett. For some reason, I was thinking Gary. It's not Gary.
Gary.
Rhett. What's his last name?
I can't remember. Sorry, bro. Like I said, I'm real bad with these guys. I don't really know who they are. Hopeless.
There's that information researcher up there, so you'll be able to check it out.
Nice. But yeah, so I was keen for that, but Anton gave me some real good advice and was sort of saying if I do want to take arm wrestling seriously.
Pepe.
Is Pepe? I thought he was gone from it because he didn't compete. Because I have heard of that fella. Apparently, he's a weapon.
Or Jacob
Um,
Taxford?
Is that the Oceanic one or is that the Australian one, brother?
Everyone's just messaging names now.
Yeah,
Ritz
Downs.
Downward.
I think that's who it is. I don't know though. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong. Could be old information.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
I was just curious who was number one on top of you. Wow. Damn, you're number 2 in Oceania. That's crazy.
Damn,
And
that's
was
Yeah.
was that just from all your recent wins this year?
Yeah, bro. That was from taking out Jack because he took out Gary. So that's what jumped
so
me up the ladder harder.
True.
So it was Gary sitting at number 2 at the time, right-handed.
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay, so interesting. So that changes everything.
Yeah.
Are you
That was
wanting
mad.
to like compete at one of their tournaments there? Are you going to try to organize like a? I don't know if they did the same thing as the New Zealand structure and how we do things. So get a
I
ranking,
don't
but
know,
are you going to
bro.
try and organize like a super match or something like that?
I
Well,
am keen, but I just Anton gave me some good advice to try head up someone in the States and try sort of build a name for myself there, like Mario did. Not that I'm anywhere near Mario level, but like, he gave me some really solid advice and said if you want to actually grow and pursue arm wrestling, then you need to go further than Australia. Because I guess Australia is only a big deal to Oceania, which is pretty cool. So I'm sort of chewing with that at the moment and thinking about that. I'm always training, so I always stay reasonably ready. Something did pop up, but I'm definitely not against a match with any of the Australians. That'd be real cool.
Oh, there's a
Ben
little.
Fig said, Max, come compete at Aussie Nets mid-November with me.
Oh yeah. I'd be lined up good for that too. That'd be all good.
No, there you go.
Yeah.
He had Matt Johnston too. I was meant to. Sorry, Matt, but he just sent his regards to you as well. And he did recommend to a super match with who's that? Sam Burnett and Hamza. I think
Okay.
left or right. Sam Burnett.
I think he just checked that up. He said Sam Burnett left, and it's Hamza Hodzik is the right.
I think that extreme fast guy. He's like what?
Yeah, I mean, I could be keen if even if they're in the same city. I'd love to go over and super match them both on the same day or something. That would be like the dream. Just go clean it up. Yeah, I'm not saying I'm going to win, but that's the potential.
Well, you've got lots of options there since having all these wins this year, and obviously it's opened up doors for yourself. It's cool that Anton's even recommended to look beyond the Oceania spectrum. Like look in America, check out those places. You got California, you got Utah. There's so many places in America that you can go to. So that'll be an interesting, journey to discover.
Hard out, bro. Yeah, definitely excited. I just need to stay focused, stay training. Definitely don't really feel like I've earned that yet. You know what I mean? Like hard out, bro. Like that's the next level.
If you got double gold, I think you've earned that place.
So what does it mean from here onwards? Are you going to? It seems like this is just what maybe I'm projecting.
Well,
but
you also got
like,
Japan Worlds. Are you going to go with the New Zealand team, represent it with NZ team, the Worlds in Japan?
Yeah, I could be keen, bro. Like I've had nationals in my mind, and before that, Finn in my mind. So I've sort of just chilled out a wee bit and not even really thinking, just going through the motions with training.
Like a deload.
Yeah, I got a new job at the moment, so that's real hectic. So there's a couple things, but definitely I'm keen to compete at something big again this year. It just needs for me to be later on in the year. I need to have a little bit of time to settle in at the new job and chill out my poor elbows. They're burning at me. So
Okay. So you're recovering at the moment. It seems like, yeah, you got plenty of options, but it seems like the most plausible one to possibly venture into would probably be nationals in Australia.
Yeah, that'd be fun. It'd be good to get a bunch of ready goes too.
But at least it'll give you like, at least good 4 or 5 months to rest, recover, still train, obviously, but
Yeah.
working lightly in yourself. Unless you want to be like Charles and just keep going.
Keep going and hope for the best.
Are you speed running the King's move arm, Charles? So you get the.
Yeah. I'm already there. My arms just don't bend anymore. I'll go straight anymore.
True. What about you guys? What are you guys looking at doing this year?
He's got Tahiti
Ben.
coming up.
Well, Ben, what do you got? What do you got, Ben?
Well, there's Last Man Standing. Last Man Standing is happening this month, so I'll definitely be going to that. There was a discussion I had with Karen, so we're just thinking about the logistics of it all. So that's a thumbs up. And then we also have on the 22nd of August, we have Alpha X happening in Hawke's Bay, Lower North Island. So we've got that happening.
Oh, and yes, they have you seen the update that they've added
Oh yes,
supers now. So
True.
those guys who wasn't thinking of going because they were too heavy, well, these are super class. So
super class now. So
yeah,
prize money in that to be won, and I think it's like a $400 gold buckle that you can win with that as well. Because what's his name, Owen? He's basically the president of the Hawke's Bay Alpha X Club, and he also was an ex rodeo rider, so he used to ride bulls and, and stuff like that. So it's crazy stuff like that, man. He used to run events, and he's currently now he's retired from that, but now he's like focusing on more his current business that he has. It's a archery business, is that right? Charles I was about to say Saki's.
yeah. It's an archery club, and then he's just introduced arm wrestling into it now. So
Quite cool.
That's cool, eh? Imagine how good his like hand containment would be holding onto a fucking bull.
He said he's a lot of containment, a lot of pronation.
Yeah.
It's something I've always wanted to do, eh? So we've got that happening, and then that's the 22nd. No. Alpha X is the 22nd of August, Charles?
Yeah, 22nd of August, yeah.
22nd of August, and then the following week, it's going to be a busy month for me. I'm thinking about it, but we have Marlo and Pono coming from Australia. So they're supporting the women's mental health day. So it's about all the women arm wrestlers and bringing awareness to women's mental health. But part of that is it's a bonus of having Pono come down and Marlo Lerac. So they're going to be there. So there'll probably be a bit of an attraction there. And,
nice.
I would expect the majority of the Upper North Islander arm wrestlers to compete, and that'd probably be me. But there'll probably be one more event to go to after that. Would be the Bail Plenty tournament.
So was that you just challenging Milo to a super match, bro? Did I hear that right?
Yeah, you did. You did actually. It's a big discussion. So, well, Charles wants to get some closure in one of his statements that he made. So he's called out. I think he's going to have a super match of Pono.
Actual, bro.
He actually called both of them out.
I called both of them out. But none of them want the smoke.
Bro, you're going to kill Pono. Leave him alone. That's
I'm definitely clipping this part of the podcast.
Well, yeah, it's Charles, man. Like that might be the match for me, bro. Like that's probably more fair. Giving him Charles is sort of fucked up.
Well, that'll probably be good. We can probably do it could probably organize something. That'd be good to have you there. Have you people then? But yeah, they're coming the following. So the following week after Alpha X's tournament that they'll be having in Hastings. Oh no, sorry, Napier. And then following that would be the Women's Mental Health Awareness Day. So yeah,
And you're
that will
competing
be
at like
happening.
all of these, bro.
Yeah, well, that's
Damn.
the idea, just to keep myself, to keep myself busy. I want to see what I can
Yep.
do.
Yeah. See, that's
And
the thing. Like, what keeps you motivated, keep going, even though you're not like saying what's keeping Ben motivated because he's got all these other comps, but because you're not thinking of any other comps, what keeps you motivated to keep training for arm wrestling, all that?
he's a different animal.
Yeah, true.
I don't know. I've just trained my whole life, bro. Like, it's really weird for me if I don't work out like at least 6 days a week. And now I really like the arm wrestling. Like I spent so many years curling in the squat rack that I'm right here for this now, bro. This is my niche.
Yeah. Oh, well, see, everyone needs this fella's attitude right here, okay?
You'd be
Even though
like
you're
the
not going to compete, you need this fella's attitude and just keep training. Something will come up.
who you
Yeah.
remind me of, and I think it's a positive thing too. Uh, who was the guy? Who was the former? I think he was the Australian #1, but he had an injury. Um, Brett Coots.
Oh,
Brett
true.
Coots. Yeah, because bodybuilder and he does arm wrestling. So he's quite,
He's a high hooker
similar.
too. He gets
Yeah.
in deep and then rolls out. Fine, you're gonna make me blush, Ben.
That,
Did you hear
that actually would be a good match with Brett Coots and
Coots?
Max, yeah.
And me.
Yeah.
So what? Me?
Bro.
I was thinking
I will come to watch that, to be honest. So
actual.
Well,
yo, straight
yeah.
up.
I would have to be there. Those
Man,
ones.
it's crazy. This feels like
Done.
you and Connor all over again, bro. Like it's ain't that nut, Oh, true. No, I'd be keen, if he was keen to give me the time of day, I'd fucking get that done. I don't mind being smashed by the big boys. I did it for like a year and a half in the opens. That's all good.
The funny thing is, Brett Coots can easily cut down to your weight too. He's just that guy who can like put on weight and he can just cut it all off just like that. It's crazy.
That's scary, eh?
Yo.
Yeah.
Damn. Hey, Max. It's a lot happening for you, man.
Yeah.
Hey, you definitely have options there, so it's an exciting exciting time for you, and the arm wrestling journey that you have. So it's like, plenty of options. You want to keep it your weight, because that was going to be the next question: is that you're going to continue to maintain where you're at the moment and keep to that 90 kilo, 98 spectrum of weight? Are you going to continue to, I don't know, taper down or gain weight?
I don't know.
Even higher?
There's definitely no more tapering down, bro. Like you're gonna have to start losing limbs. But yeah, like I want to compete internationally in the 90s or preferably even the 95s. Because I water cut almost 8 kilos for this nationals, and bro, it is a bull bag move. Like I was massive next to those fellas. But I really want to have the conditioning of rehydrating and because when I go overseas, people are going to be doing the exact same thing I'm doing. I'm not going to be the bull bag at New Zealand's nationals who's a weight bully. We're all going to be weight bullies. So I really want to keep that sort of almost, I think of it like it's training. I'm getting better and better at the water cuts because they're their own thing and they're really hard. But I don't know, the 90s this year was quite easy, I'm not gonna lie. I would have really liked some harder matches just so I've got some more data to work with, because I've made a lot of technical changes in the last year and a half and I sort of just powered through a lot of it, so I couldn't see too much. I did get to learn quite a bit from Finn, which was cool. Learned heaps from Finn and Anton while I was up in Tauranga, so that was me. And I applied that to this nationals, and it felt amazing. So that was cool. But I am seriously considering doing the water cut at the next nationals, but going up a weight class or even to the opens, because the opens is fun, bro. Like it's
No, it's not. It's not fun.
oh, don't lie to me, Charles. You love it, bro. Oh, man, I don't know. I like the nervousness that comes with every match in the opens. You know, I'm like, fuck. I am the little dude coming into this. You know, I gotta be on point to win almost every match, and that's cool. You know, I can leave knowing there's things to improve on, because I can lose to two different people even, or I can feel something lag behind hard out from multiple different people, which is pretty mean. And I feel like that's a big asset when you're trying to grow, especially for someone like me who, like, my guys are getting good at SOAR, but you know, they are there's a big strength gap, so I don't get quality training very much.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm unsure at the moment. Maybe I'll water cut and go up, or maybe I'll continue being a weight bully, and everyone can hate me behind my back in the 90s.
Yeah. I'm not one of them. I've moved up.
I don't know if I was talking to Ben about the water cutting, like the 24 weigh-ins. I don't know. Do you reckon they should cut that out or keep it? Like, cut out the 24 weigh-in and you just turn up with the weight that you on the day?
Yeah.
So obviously I'm biased, as I spent the last 3 minutes explaining why weight cuts are mean.
Yeah, but that's what I want to say.
But it's not a question, you know. We hit both sides of the story, because I guess it's like a bonus of having been part of the New Zealand Academy when it comes to arm wrestling. You know, I think we've always had that.
Yeah.
But yeah, what are your thoughts? Share your thoughts. Obviously you have, but you know, just elaborate on it a little bit more.
Well, I think if you want New Zealand arm wrestling to stay as it is, which is totally valid, you know, we're doing great things. It's super cool to see the numbers we've got. It would be far more fair if we got rid of cutting weight. You know, like there's a couple of ball bags like myself that do cut significant weight. But if you want it to be like nationals in New Zealand, you know, like Latvian nationals, you know, you just want to bring the scale up of our nationals. Eventually the competition's going to get more serious, and there's going to be more people like me who want to win that much more, who will put their body through that. And I don't think that's a bad thing. I think in the long term, to cultivate that competitiveness is great. For now, that's probably a bad thing. You know, like it's safe to say it's when it's like I think I know of 2 other people that water cut, and they water cut 2, maybe 3 kilos in my weight class in the 90s. And I did almost 8. So it's pretty unfair. But at the same time, I still believe it's a good thing for the sport and its continued growth.
Yep. Sweet.
Yeah. What are your guys' thoughts on that?
Well, I was going to say cut out the 24 hours because I want to see how everyone felt when they came on the day.
Yeah.
Then you'll have mixtures in everyone in all the weight divisions, you know, instead of having like the 90s was so stacked. But then those stacked people could have been spread out throughout the whole thing if they just came in normal.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll see. It's all good.
Mm.
I've already water cut once, and that was like whenever to Oz, but it was me, James Wells, Corey, and I think I water cut like 10 kgs just to hit to get underneath 95, and I was like 94.9.
Damn, that's out the gate.
Bro, how did that work? Jay, I look like a meth addict. So,
oh, bro, I bet you felt like one too, eh?
Yo, it was crazy. Yeah, and that was it. After that day, I was like, yeah, I'm never doing that shit again.
Yeah,
we had one guy do it in our club, and that was Saki's. And people were like, man, you look really good, eh? I was like, nah, bro, you look sick. He just looked so skinny, you know, the life wasn't in him, but he did it. He still had a strength. I was just like, man,
It's-
I'd rather do it long term and just make it comfortable. But yeah, personally, I haven't tried a water cut, maybe keto diet, which will probably come slightly to it, but not specifically a water cut. And I know how
Mm,
tough that can be.
yeah, it is tough. The last like wee bit is a big mental strain. It's
What's
pretty intense.
just for those for the audience who don't know what a water cut is, are you able to explain it, Charles, or yourself, Max? But like what it requires and what are you specifically doing prior to water cutting? Or not prior to, but why you're doing water cut prior to your
Well,
competition.
for me, I didn't even drink water. I had to cut out fizzies, so I wasn't allowed to drink fizzy because I never drank water anyway.
This guy.
I had to cut out all my fizzies, all my energy drinks. Oh, bro.
Bro, maybe this is why your arms don't open. They need some fucking lube. They need some water.
Bro, I'm allergic to water, guys. I hate water.
Okay.
No fizzies. Well, what about fast food? Any fast food? Any carbohydrates added to it?
I just had salads. I just ate salads from what was that Tank? I had Tank most of the time, so yeah. But I did that in 2 days. 2 days when I cut.
Yeah, that's intense.
Mm.
What about yourself, Max? What's the maximum that you can do for water cutting? Is there
I wouldn't do any more than 8 kilos again. Charles doing 10 is like fucking hectic. Like
10 kilos?
that's scary, to be honest.
can see it in his
So
face.
props to Charles, bro. Like that must have been hectic those last few kilos,
2
man.
days, yo.
Yeah, that's mean. That's mean. Now mine takes a long time. Mine takes I think it's 12 days. Yeah, 12 days. And it's a lot of loading up sodium. So I massively load up sodium. I massively load up water over the first. I have it all written down. I actually follow Coach Ray's protocol. He posted it on YouTube. But yeah, I load up sodium. I load up water massively to the point where I'm like, this is 4 liters on my peak. On my peak water day, I drink this 4 times in a day. No, 5 times in a day. 4 fucking liters, bro. You piss every 2 minutes. And because what you're trying to do is you're trying to trick your brain into thinking, holy shit, I'm like so oversaturated with water. I'm just like bloating all my organs with water, and there's just way too much water. So it just stresses out and pisses heaps. And then you drop the sodium and you keep the water intake up high. And then all of a sudden, boom, no water. And you've had no carbohydrates for the last 4 days because carbohydrates hold on to water heaps. And then, yeah, you just carry on pissing because your brain's still hard out, stressed out, thinking it needs to piss out all this extra water you're drinking all the time. But obviously you've stopped. So then, I'll have 500 mils of water, which is like, a glass of water 2 days out. And the last day, I'll have no water for the full day. And that's weigh-in day. And I'll hit the sauna every day for 20 minutes. And on the last day for nationals, I had to wear 2 sweaters, a fucking hat, and 3 pairs of pants to sweat while I was on the flight to get my last bits out. And then I just waited, just made it.
What the fuck?
There you go.
You went to the
See?
extreme.
But
Yeah,
look,
bro.
it just shows you how
I
much
just
you
went
want
cold
it,
turkey.
Well, I've heard of that. I've never tried that, but going to sauna, I did hear some of the boys do that. Go to the sauna. It's like another way of burning weight. So that's an interesting. Obviously, there's so much that's put into it. There's a lot of effort there, and you went all the way. You went that way. You went that far, just because you wanted to win it. That's how much you wanted it. So for people who don't know what water cutting is, that is water cutting.
Yeah. Don't do my way. My way is just cold turkey, guys.
Yeah, that must have
No
been
sugars,
intense,
no
bro.
fizzy.
Yeah, man. Like I got photos of me fresh out of the sauna 2 days before I competed with Finn, and I was like, "Hey, take some photos of me. I must look huge. I'm so dried up and lean." I just looked like fucking tiny, like shriveled up husk of a man. I'm like posing like this. I barely lift my arms up.
Holy
Like,
shit.
wow, we're deleting these photos, babe. Why did you take these? Yeah, that's pretty hectic.
Well, at least you've done that. Well, you've kept to everything. So you're pretty much now at this point as your, I'd say downtime, but you're still training hard. Sounds like it, but you're not going as heavy, not going as what would you say?
Yeah.
The preparation's not like you're going to a competition or anything, but you're certainly consistently training. So it seems like it's just
Yeah.
part of your daily routine.
I make sure that
regardless.
at the moment I'm heading 5 days a week. No table time, which sucks. Just because I've been working the Saturdays that the Christchurch guys train because I'm obviously not at home. But yeah, like I still hit my full training blocks. I just don't push as hard. Like, at the moment, I'm in the neural activation, so I'm just like getting my body all primed and sort of real efficient with the strength I built from the last block. You know, because like when you build the strength up, you need to make sure the neural pathways in the brain are efficient at using it. And that's that for me, and how my mind works with training. That's like solidifying the strength and refining it. So I do sets of 12, 10, and 8 for the next 3 to 4 weeks. And then I'll start the strength block of, 5 times 3 on my 6 lifts. And I'll do that for 3 to 4 weeks. And then I'll go to like a peak strength block or even a power block if I want to, where I'm dropping the weight down from the 5s, maybe 60% of the 5 rep max I finished on. And I'm moving with speed and intensity. Or I might do peak strength where I do 3 times 3, which is just like absolute topping. And yeah, that's the same prep I have for every competition. So I just keep back-to-back running blocks. And anytime I start to feel niggles, I might swap out an exercise, but I don't stop the training. Anytime I feel like I'm plateauing on an exercise, I think about what that exercise achieves, and then I just make a small alternative to it. So I'm getting new sort of movement patterns on my body and my arm wrestling specific lifts, so the adaptation almost gets a little refresher. So yeah, that is really my training philosophy. Is it's usually like 12 to 16 blocks, and I just repeat the blocks over and over and over.
Oh, so how many weeks with each block that you're going to?
Between 12 and 16. I extend certain weeks depending on how my body feels.
And you go into your next block, etc., etc.
Yep.
So
Always have a deload.
Do you have a so that's what I wanted to ask you, when that deload happens.
Yeah. So the deload, I'll chuck in a deload at the end of the 5 rep max if I need to, but oftentimes I don't need to, because how it works is over the 3 weeks that I'm doing 5s, it starts light and gets heavier every week with progressive overload. And then the next week I start my 3s and I do my 3s at 1 step back from the 5 rep max. Or if I'm feeling, a lot of joint integrity and all good, I'll start it on the 5 rep max. And obviously that's not close to a 3 rep max because I've kept the load the same, but I've dropped the reps. So it's essentially lowered the overall weight I'm moving and made it a bit easier on my body. And then that becomes the first building block to do the same thing on my peak strength phase of 3 times 3. And it's keeping it like structured and segmented like that, because I feel like a lot of the biggest issues in arm wrestlers when it comes to the fucking gym, bro, is they just love it too much. They're like, fuck me, that felt all good, let me just increase the weight way too much, have a bit of form breakdown. And they don't have that same structure where it's predefined. When I'm increasing my weight, I don't get to be like, that felt mean, let me risk this. I have to be like, cool, that felt really good, next week's going to feel even better. And it keeps me able to continuously train. Yeah.
See, I wish I had that mentality. I just train till I break. And then the boys are like, I'm so what do we do? I'm just broke. Start lifting again. Get on the table. Start pulling.
Yeah, it is fun. It is hard out fun.
Any specific programs, like say for new arm wrestlers too, because it's a topic that's been actually spoken heavily about. Well, I won't say heavily, but it's being a topic of interest to see the difference between your normal routine and pulling once a week and doing your research and figuring out what types of techniques that you need to do. Obviously, you're customizing that to your own, but then you have something that's pre-planned, programmed, a specific program. So, yeah, would there be any recommendations that you could share with people? What type of programs they could look at doing?
I do all of my own programming. It's been so many years of me doing that I'm sort of out of the loop with what are good programs nowadays. Like I remember back in the day, if you wanted a big squat, you'd run Texas squats, and it was like hyper specialization. You'd hit squats like 4 to 5 times a week. And I think you can see that applied in arm wrestling when you see people doing the Devon Larratt lift every day or every other day and massively building pronation. So definitely, I think any sort of powerlifting program, if you take the fundamentals of it, sort of break down. I think that the key thing most arm wrestlers miss is periodization. That is when it's like, fuck, this is what I'm doing for the next 12 weeks, and I will not change that. When you have that laid in place, you can take the results of that full 12 weeks and learn from it and make the next 12 weeks even better. I think, you take any sort of specialized powerlifting periodization and apply it to arm wrestling, and I think you will generally be successful as long as your exercise selection is, good for your style. And you don't actually take the piss and push it too hard because you feel ready for it. And I do think it's, as far as the weights side of things, it's a little bit of a luxury for me that none of my training partners push me to the extremes. I'm never really getting injured with table time. Table time is it's supplementary. It's not an integral part of my training, whereas the weights are, which potentially could make it a lot easier for me to stay injury free and push my weights as much as I do.
So, in other words, it'd be good for people to, once they've figured out their routine and what that structure is then introducing, you haven't really said it, but pretty much utilizing a training block. That advance it, really.
Yeah, that's the go, bro. Deloads, man. If arm wrestlers like 2 years late on a deload.
Well, there you go. Well, yeah, it's something Charles and I were speaking about with who was it? Dre. It was Dre. He was just strict when it came to. He didn't care what he didn't agree of how people could just arm wrestle and do what they want. It's like, nah, you gotta have a program, bro. And I thought I was doing a program, but then I realized I was like, nah, I think I'm just doing my own thing and customizing it that way. So Charles and I were like, oh damn, maybe there's something we could start adopting, But yeah, it's certainly been in our paradigm to introduce anyway. So yeah.
I mean, there's heaps of ways to skin a cat, eh? Like you can get strong so many different ways, But that's what works really well for me. If you're a weights-based arm wrestler like I am, I think it's mandatory. If you don't have guys that can really push you, I believe you need to do periodization.
Yeah, cool. Thanks for sharing that. Because it just gives more other arm wrestlers insight into training. Because a lot of people think, oh, it's just pulling, gymming. No, there's a lot happening. Like for Charles, he's evolved and has throughout the years, what's it now? 15, 13 years now, Charles, for yourself?
No, 10 years. I'm not that old. Come on.
He's a koro, matua. But throughout all those years, obviously you can see how they've trained and utilized all the equipments and what they're doing in that fashion. But that then comes, to their own prerogative to see if they can utilize those training blocks. So no, definitely we'll look into that and we'll see, how it all goes when I get to, finally pull you.
Yeah, I'm not helping you with the periodization until we have pools, bro. I'll help you after, G.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how we go. Well, we get to grip up, So,
Yeah.
any wrap up questions there, Charles? You want to wrap up before we close up?
No, anything from Max before wants to say to the viewers, or has any last words?
Someone challenged me to a super match for near the end of the year. Please. I
Is that any weight division? Any weight?
Yep. That's any weight. I'll happily pull
nice.
big or little. Yep. Someone give me a super match. I like something to train towards, even if it's really far out. Yeah.
Even if it's and Zamir, you're not included in this. Okay.
Oh, bro, if Samir genuinely thinks he's ready, I'll fucking super match him tomorrow.
Blindfolded.
Oh,
There you go.
No, that's all good. No, it's good to have you on, Max. Finally, like I said,
thanks, Max.
It's good to see how you evolved, because the last time I saw you match was back in Hamilton. I think that was against TP. And then when you had an after pool, and then and all that jazz. But now seeing you compete against, taking out Finn on a super match, and then
Jack.
also taking the left and right out in nationals, it's just like, damn, these South Islanders have been under the rock hiding for so long, because you've been out there for was that like a year now? Before you, yeah. So
my last competition was I had Invercargill Champs. Yeah, we had Invercargill Champs, and then before that it was the 2024 Nationals. So it'd been a while. Yeah.
No, that's good to see how you have evolved and all the training you've been doing, especially all that the blocks, paradox, breakdowns. I was trying to listen.
Nah, he wasn't listening.
I was so confused. I was like, oh, god damn. But no, appreciate your knowledge and sharing it to the viewers. So that's from me. And from anything from you, Ben?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, same thing. Thanks for jumping on, because it benefits everyone in the arm wrestling community, because it's evolved. It's not, they're not in a space now where you arm wrestle someone and you just get stonewalled or you just get smashed, you get smoked. And you ask them questions like, what do we do to get strong? You're probing the question, and they were like, oh, just get stronger. There's that information wasn't there, and now it's here. So every podcast that we've had, we're being able to get some good nuggets of wisdom. So yeah, man, I appreciate you coming on, and you shared a lot, like Charles said, mentioning all the training blocks and deloads, water cutting as well. I'm still learning about that. Someone talks to me about water cutting. I'm like, I think I understand. Am I interested? Or I'm not too sure, but it's given me insight. I don't know everything, so yeah, it's definitely given me insight on that. And yeah, I'm sure we'll have you again. Keen to link up at some point.
Yep.
And whenever Charles or whoever's down south, we'll definitely link up with you, and whenever you're in Wellington as well. So
Oh,
thanks.
someone said Max and Woods. Yeah, I need someone to kick Woods' ass, because he keeps kicking my ass.
True. That might not be the go then, bro.
I've been watching him.
No.
Oh, true.
So yeah, everyone, thanks for tuning in today. Don't forget about the Last Man Standing, 25th of July this month. If you haven't signed up, there's only limited spots. I think it's kept at 30. The Alpha X, they got the super heavyweights now. So if you haven't registered, you fat cunts, register now. And yeah, we'll see you on another episode of Inside the Strap podcast, where arm wrestling matters. Boom.
Boom.
Hello.
Hey! Oh, Ben,
Is that the guy when the shoe came off?
So I gave everything that I could, even if you break my arm or you carry me off. That's literally my mindset at that time. So
and I'll see you on the next time on Dragon Ball Z. Yeah. Oh, where arm wrestling matters. Boom!
This is Inside